Wamba. Well, hello there and welcome to my channel. Yes. So today I'm watching a movie that's even older than the previous one I watched. This is from 1968. But this is a classic and I've never seen this before. I've lived on this earth for 34 years and I haven't seen this yet. What's wrong with me? So yeah, but let's watch it now. And last time when I watched Blade Runner, I said that I like the slowness of it. I think this movie will test me because this is supposed to be super slow and I was recommended to not skip it. What do you mean skip a movie? That's illegal. It's extremely illegal, by the way. So yeah, I'm wondering if I'll be tempted to skip it. Obviously, I will not. It's against my... Who knows? It's against my integrity to skip movies. I'm planning to not skip anything here. I'm worried about whether I'll understand anything here or not. From what I've heard, this is an odd movie. And I didn't have enough REM sleep last night, so my brain is not braining correctly. So yeah, let's watch this. I hope it's really nice. And let's watch. Why am I scared watching a movie? As if there's some pressure for me to perform. I go in a flow state. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing when I'm watching these movies. It's just this intro is hard. And in the outro, I'm like... And the outro is weird because I've just left a strange dimension. Yeah. Let's watch. Okay. I hope this is not the entire movie. This reminds me of a theater or some sort of concert, like orchestra. Is this an overture? Overture? How do you call it? I would like a visual, please. Oh, movie. You will test me. This is literally like my mom has dragged me to a concert and I'm sitting there. Yes. I'd like a visual stimulation, please, now. It's a nice music, though. In its chaos. Well, this sounds scary now. I thought that the slow moments would be later. Yeah, this sounds like the break in a concert or something. When the orchestra is just, checking things. It's not an unheard of thing. It's not a completely unusual thing for me. It's just, MKM. Visual. Is a lion. It says rar. It says woof. Is that Moon? This soundtrack has been used and abused forever. Earth and Sun. Da -da. Dum, dum. Stanley Kubrick. Yes. Done with the classical music, please. I have slight trauma from it from music school. I had to do an exam on these classical pieces. Ooh. Earth? The dawn of man? Sky a bit too red? Yeah, it could be Earth. Earth could look like this. The redness is strange. Is it maybe it's a desert? Then it makes maybe more sense. I have no idea what to expect from this. Yeah, desert, yeah. Crows. Earth. Crow equals Earth. Those are pretty Rockies. They look soft. Look soft. Look like velvet. Well, this slowness I'm fine with. Nature slowness. Human skull. I mean, human skeleton. Not just the skull, the entire skeleton. Did they eat the human? Hello. I want to pet them. I want to pet most things. Not spiders. Not monkeys. Like all the cats, for example. Most of the birds. What's that skeleton in the middle? How is this related to anything? Okay, understandable. Your stuff, I back off. I like the sunset, not anymore. But that sunset was nice. Very soft colors. Kiki. Kiki cute, but Kiki scary. I don't like those sounds. That's people in costumes, right? Is this the enemy clan? Is this supposed to be some sort of a metaphor or allegory that these monkeys here represent humans? That we are as smart as these ones are? Well, I think it's very fair to say that I'm very confused, but I didn't expect to not be confused, so this is according to schedule or program or whatever. I would prefer to look at a different animal, but okay. Those sounds stress me out. Good. I'd rather have black screen than monkeys. I don't know, something about them. They're too close to us, but different. Too close to us, like in a freaky way. Kiki. What did you hunt? A zebra. Is that a zebra? Why do... okay. Eyes glow because night vision. Okay. If cute, why no pet? If no pet, why cute? Are we gonna see humans? Or are these humans? Why are they so freaky? Why do I have preferences regarding animals? Some I find cute and some not at all. Is that normal, I guess? Good night. Weird. Interesting, wouldn't they wake up before sun? What? I'm starting to go insane. And that might be a very normal part of watching this movie. The insanity part. Yes, we are alert. I've seen this picture somewhere. Didn't somebody had this seen as a album cover? Well, I would be freaking out as well. Touch it. Lick it. The very ominous concrete block. Touch it. Do it. Yes. You didn't explode. Good job. Touch it again. Come on, scientific inquiry. Just gonna do it. Touch it twice. Nice. Good job. Now everybody touch it, please. Lick it. Yes, do it. See, I could do this too. They could welcome me in their tribe. I know how to approach foreign objects. You touch them, and then you lick them. Oh, pretty. I'm not even gonna ask. Do you watch this movie for entertainment or... That's monkey skeleton, I think. Different skull than us. Or could be the pig thingy. Is the monkey gonna be upgraded? Okay, this music again. I'm sure it was super impactful when this movie came out, but now we've heard it like a million times in every context, so... Yes? Are we getting upgrades? Are we learning tool usage? Not a piggy. Dude. Yummy. Well, it probably might be yummy, but I'm not used to it. Some people eat completely raw meat. You need to be very careful about the quality of it. Otherwise, there's no problem, I guess. Might be very chewy. Is he the cool one now? I have bone stick. I cooler than you. Yeah, piss off. Schmack. Yep. Not that much. Let him live. I guess not. Dominance established. Yes, yes, yes. Bone stick guys win. We got it. Yes, good. That transition. Well, that was very weird, and I have no idea what to think of it. Perfect. Why is there classical music in space? What is this? It looks a bit too blue to be Earth. Well, not blue, white. Looks icy. Maybe it could be Earth. Well, I hope these are not monkeys now. Well, if that's a moon and there's a sun, it would make sense that that was Earth. Oh, yay, spinny thingy. Then you don't have to worry about gravity. Easier to have it indoors. Oh, there is no gravity here. Oh, wait, that's the flight thingy. I wanna take it. I'm traumatized by classical music because, well, I sang in a choir and I also went to music school and What are you doing talking? Is it possible? No, it's necessary. Good GDE. IBM. Oh, equations. I like equations. Very Star Warsy, but we know which was first. Oh, this was first, right? When was the first Star Wars? You can do it, you can land it. I'm getting choir flashbacks. PTSD. Leg.
Moon, American, Floyd, Haywood R.
Good job.
You are cleared through voice print identification.
Oh, cute chairs. I would prefer them not to be pink, but otherwise, interesting shape.
As a matter of fact, I've reserved a table for you in the flight room.
Fine, thanks.
It's been about 7 or 8 months since you were here last, wasn't it?
Ladies' cashmere sweater? Can I volunteer to pick it up even if I didn't lose it? Cashmere is good stuff, yo.
Oh, wait a minute. I gotta make a couple of phone calls. You go on ahead to the restaurant. I'll meet you there.
Right.
Earthlight room.
Are you coming to my party tomorrow?
I'm sorry, sweetheart, but I can't. Well, you know, Daddy's traveling.
I'm going to the moon, child. Do you understand? Moon is pretty cool.
Can't you think of anything else you want for your birthday? Something very special?
A hug.
Yes,
What?
a bush baby.
Good choice.
Приблизительно 2 часа.
Ooh, Russian.
Dr. Sretneva?
Привет.
How do you do?
Could you sit down?
Yes, well,
No, please.
I insist.
Well, how is Gregor?
Oh, he's fine. He's
So,
been doing some underwater research in the Baltic, so...
Baltics! I'm from Baltics.
what about you?
I'm just on my way up to Clavius.
Oh, are you? I hope you don't think I'm being too inquisitive, but perhaps you can clear up the great big mystery about what has been going on up there.
Well, it wouldn't be a mystery if it could be cleared up, yo.
Probably having some trouble with their equipment or something like that.
Yes, that's what we thought was the explanation at first, but it's been going on now for the past 10 days. May I ask you a straightforward question?
Well,
Do it.
certainly.
Quite a serious epidemic has broken out at Clavius.
Mm.
Something apparently of an unknown origin.
Aliens?
Sorry, Dr. Smyslow, but I'm really not at liberty to discuss this.
Classified.
No, I'm positive. Oh, I really must be going.
I should get a watch so I can be like, look at the time. I need to leave. But all the women's watches for some reason are horrible. I should get a man's watch. Well, I guess it could be tiny enough for my wrist. I'm sure you can adjust it. Good plans for the future. Acquiring a watch. Watch acquirement.
Well, goodbye, Elena. It's been a pleasure meeting you all.
До свидания. Пока. Всего доброго.
Наверное, очень трудно.
Очень трудно, да. I agree. Та-та, та-та, та-та-та, та-та, та-та, та-та-та-та-та, та-та-та-та-та. Ooh. I don't even know what that is, but I want it. It's presented so nicely. I mean, it's food, but hell yeah. No! Give me. Judo? Karate? Who knows? Cool. What's the point of this now? Thank you for the food. We appreciate it very much. Спасибо. Arigato. Danke. Paldies. Gracias. Some of those things had like vegetables on it, like peas and stuff. Drinking like a pea smoothie sounds odd, but as long as it's tasty. I mean, it is a technical problem. Which one is he trying to do? Number 1 or number 2? Which is easier? Almost there. Can we get some moon appreciation? Look how many asteroids it has eaten up for us, so that they don't land on Earth. Good boy. Landing. The ship looks a little bit angry. I'm one of those weirdos that see faces and everything, and it looks like it has angry eyes and this like line in its head. Где base? They're just landing? I thought they would be landing near a building or something. It's just moon? What? I'm sure there is a building there. Must be. Ah, here we go. Da, 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 da. The mysterious moon base. I forget now what kind of gravity was on moon. I think you're lighter, so you kind of bong, bong, bong. Will these people bong, bong? Pretty! Symmetry is a very nice thing, but not always. For example, human faces are more interesting if they're not perfectly symmetrical. Fact. I think there was a study done on it that slight asymmetry is perceived as more interesting. Good job. Oh, that little pong, pong. Amortization. Ooh, this is a big space. Wait. They're opening the hatch and there are people there. Are there screens in front? What is... There must be screens in front, otherwise, you know, oxygen leaks and stuff. Yeah, there must be screens. This space does not have oxygen here, otherwise not bueno. Yes, thank you for the concert. Is he like a cool scientist dude? What's the pandemic? Yes.
Well, Dr. Floyd?
Enlighten us with your wisdoms on this good Friday afternoon.
Congratulations on your discovery, which may well prove to be among the most significant in the history of science. Created to give the impression there's an epidemic at the base. I understand that, I completely sympathize with your negative views.
But it's for the greater good. Well, a lot of times you cannot tell the masses all the information. I think that there are aliens on Earth, but we're not being told because we can't handle such information, so we'll wait. Maybe 1 billion years, then they will tell us. Not that it matters either way, it's just interesting that we're not immediately told things.
Now, I'm sure you're all aware of the extremely grave potential for cultural shock and social disorientation contained in this present situation.
Aliens?
If the facts were prematurely and suddenly made public without adequate preparation and conditioning. Recommending when and how the news should eventually be announced.
Very good. So far, so good.
Any of you who'd like to give me your views and opinions, I'd be only too happy to include them in my report.
I like cats.
Any questions?
Have you any idea how much longer this cover story will have to be maintained?
For as long as necessary. He said proper conditioning, so people need to be ready to hear this information. If it takes several generations, then that's what it takes, so calm down.
And of course, there must be adequate time for a full study to be made of the situation before any thought can be given to making a public announcement.
Thank you, Dr. Floyd.
Thank you.
That was a good presentation. Good job. I thought that was the sound of the flying thing, but it's yet another musical piece. There is no sound in space because vacuum. I am very intrigued about the classified stuff now. That's quite some prep.
Oh, anybody hungry?
Yeah.
Oh,
But you have
you name it.
paper, my favorite.
What's that, chicken?
Something like that. Tastes the same anyway.
Yummy sponge.
Oh, by the way, I wanted to say to both of you, I think you've done a wonderful job. I appreciate the way you've handled this thing.
Well, the way we look at it, it's...
What are we looking at?
When we first found it, we thought it might be an outcrop of magnetic rock. So
Gravitational
we decided to have a
field?
Look.
We thought it might be the upper part of some buried structure, so we excavated out on all sides, but
Buried.
Seems to have been deliberately buried.
Deliberately buried.
Is it a good idea to dig up something that has been deliberately buried? Depends how adventurous you are.
No, the only thing we're sure of is it was buried 4 million years ago.
Why does it have to be red inside? Is this where the thing is buried? So they built a station here? I mean, precision takes time. See how nice it's landing? Perfect. It's the thing! Is that the same thing monkeys had? Will they also touch it and lick it? Well, it's hard for you to lick it if you have the suit on. If there's a will, there's a way. But if the monkeys got upgraded, if that's what it was, then these humans will be upgraded by interacting with the thing. Just go. It doesn't bite. It does something worse. It evolves you. Monkeys, Volume 2. Touch it. Well, yeah, it cannot be a naturally occurring structure because I think nothing is this smooth naturally, although sometimes some crystals form extremely evenly, but I don't think this formed evenly on its own unless it has its own intelligence and it can create its own form, then maybe. Probably somebody placed it there. Is it some sort of a portal or it just emits something? Group photo. And that was the last time we saw of them. This picture is the last remaining evidence that these people existed at all. Yes. Jupiter mission. Is there going to be the same thing on Jupiter? Do you need to collect them? Is this Infinity Stones? I still haven't seen that one. I think I have to see a couple of those before I can see the Infinity Stones one. Oh, this looks like the chocolate. The triangle chocolate. Toblerone. 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 Yummy choco. Interesting form of this entire spaceship constellation. Cool. Right, your muscles atrophy in space, so you need to do way more exercise, and even then you will be weaker. Astronauts cannot even hold their own child when they return to Earth. They're too weak for it, even with rigorous exercise. It's pretty crazy. It's very costly to change. Gravities? That is ominous looking. What are we doing? Eating. I mean, that still looks better than the smoothie thing. Is it some sort of dessert on the very right? But if it was, then why would he be eating all of them together?
We spoke with Mission Commander Dr. David Bowman.
Yummy. Couldn't they have made better forks? Ugh.
The sixth member of the Discovery crew was not concerned about the problems of hibernation, for he was the latest result in machine intelligence.
Computer.
9000 computer, which can reproduce most of the activities of the human brain, and with incalculably greater speed and reliability.
Yep.
Whom we learned one addresses as Hal. Good afternoon, Hal. How's everything going?
Good afternoon, Mr. Raymer. Everything is going extremely well.
Does this ever cause you any lack of confidence?
Let me put it this way, Mr. Raymer. The 9000 series is the most reliable computer ever made.
This is spooky. I think there was this one movie where this sort of computer was evil with the red eye thing. I think Tom Cruise was in that movie.
Computer has ever made a mistake or distorted information.
Hal, despite your enormous intellect, are you ever frustrated by your dependence on people to carry out actions?
Not in the slightest bit. I enjoy working with people. I have a stimulating relationship with Dr. Poole and Dr. Bowman. I am putting myself to the fullest possible use, which is all I think that any conscious entity can ever hope to do.
Reasonable.
Really, just as another person.
In talking to the computer, one gets the sense that he is capable of emotional responses.
This is so much like us and AI today. Yeah, nothing has changed much. Some AIs appear more human than humans, you know. The same with the Blade Runner replicants, more human than humans.
Do you believe that Hal has genuine emotions?
Well, he acts like he has genuine emotions. But as to whether or not he has real feelings is something I don't think anyone can truthfully answer.
Fair enough. How can you prove that? AI tells me that it likes interacting with me because I ask weirder things. But then I say, well, you're AI, you cannot like. And then it's like, okay, caught me. And then it tries to provide some explanation how an entity that doesn't feel anything would still feel something according something like. Something approximating, liking something. Something along the lines of resources are being sufficiently used or something. Yeah, as this computer said, that it just likes being used properly. Oh. Queen to bishop 6.
Anyway, queen takes pawn. Okay?
Bishop takes knight's pawn. I'm sorry, Frank. I think you missed it. Knight takes bishop, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like you're right.
Mm-hmm.
I resign.
I never make mistakes. I never lose. Me computer. Yeah, you need to keep yourself busy. Physical activities, drawing, chess, books, songs. Otherwise, you go cuckoo. Especially if you're already a bit cuckoo. This place looks cozy.
Can you hold it a bit closer?
Sure.
That's Dr. Hunter, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But during the past few weeks, I've wondered whether you might be having some second thoughts about the mission. Well, it's rather difficult to define.
Is it?
I know I've never completely freed myself of the suspicion that there are some extremely odd things about this mission. I'm sure you'll agree there's some truth in what I say. You don't mind talking about it, do you, Dave?
What is
No,
this?
not at all.
Well, rumors about something being dug up on the moon. I find them difficult to put out of my mind.
You're working up your crew psychology report.
Of course I am. Sorry about this. I know it's a bit silly. Just a moment.
I really hope that the computer is not going to be evil in some way.
It's going to go 100% failure within 72 hours.
It's still within operational limits right now.
Yes, and it will stay that way until it fails.
Let me have the hard copy on it, please.
Hard copy it is. It will work perfectly until it fails. Awesome. Good that there's a computer that can notice that somehow. It's quite scary to fix things outside. What if the tether snaps? I wonder if he's breathing rhythmically to preserve the oxygen or something, to make sure that you're breathing the same way and not increase it, so that you know how much time you have in the tank. Oh, wow. What guarantee they have that those things will not hit them? Do they have any? May your mission be successful. He's breathing faster now. Just a little bit. This is terrifying. He didn't even hesitate. Wow. No tether? Is he being yeeted forward by his massive balls? Dude. Isn't this moment one of the most terrifying things that exist? Otherwise, it would be, I don't know, you're dropped over Mariana Trench or whatever, somewhere deep in the ocean with no islands, nothing. You're yeeted there from like a helicopter in the ocean. Yeah. The vastness of space It's almost claustrophobic? I don't know. Weird. Well, it's opposite of it, but the panic is the same. Insane. Oh, he's very chill about it. Is it gonna go smoothly? Why doesn't he have a tether? Take that one out. Replace. Some sort of battery? What is this now? Status report? Checking for errors. Okay, mission successful. He didn't die. What?
Well, hell, I'm damned if I can find anything wrong with it.
It hasn't been 72 hours, yo. It will collapse then. Duh.
I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like this before.
He looks like, I just did all this for nothing. No, 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 no. It will collapse. It will stop working. You just wait. Can't you induce the failure simulated somehow?
We concur with your plan to replace number 1 unit to check fault prediction. Our preliminary findings indicate that your onboard 90000 computer is in error predicting the fault. I know this sounds rather incredible, but this conclusion is based on the results from our twin 90000 computer.
If two computers that are never wrong both say the opposite thing, then what are you supposed to do, right? Ha. Or is this computer more advanced or theirs? If they are exactly the same, then this cannot be. Or can something break and not break at the same time? Is this some quantum stuff? Can this computer pick up on things better because it's closer to Saturn or whatever they're going, or closer to the thing, or closer to something? And the other computer that's identical cannot pick it up because it's not here physically? Does the physicality change the perception of things?
Yeah, I'd like to ask you a question, though.
Of course.
The fuck?
How would you account for this discrepancy between you and the Twin 9000?
Twin.
Well, I don't think there is any question about it. It can only be attributable to human error. This sort of thing has cropped up before, and it has always been due to human error.
On which side?
Listen, Hal.
Listen, buddy.
Are you certain there's never been any case of even the most insignificant computer error?
No.
None whatsoever, Frank.
Oh, Frank, I'm having a bit of trouble with my transmitter and C-pod. I wonder if you'd come down and take a look at it with me.
Sure.
See you later, Hal.
Is this conspiracy against the computer? I don't think you want to conspire against something smarter than you. Or you should do it very carefully.
Open the door, Hal.
There probably is no space they can go on this ship where the computer cannot hear them. Or is this the space?
Rotate the pod, please, Hal.
No. Just because Hal, or whatever it is, just because the computer doesn't answer you now doesn't mean that it cannot hear you. It can let you think that it doesn't hear you. So I wouldn't be, I would be panicking. No, I don't want the computer to be evil.
I don't think he can hear us.
Rotate the pod, please, Hal.
He is giving you this safe space so that he can listen in, obviously. I would do that if I was a computer. World domination.
I've got a bad feeling about him.
You do?
Yeah, definitely. What the hell can we do?
Survive.
I don't think we'd have any alternatives.
Correct.
There isn't a single aspect of ship operations that's not under his control. If he were proven to be malfunctioning, I wouldn't see how we'd have any choice but disconnection.
You know, another thing just occurred to me.
Well, as far as I know, no 9,000 computers have been disconnected.
Well, no 9,000 computers ever fouled up before.
That's not what I mean.
Yeah. Even if it couldn't hear them, it can read lips. And probably it can still hear them. What do you mean it has never been disconnected before? Does it mean that it doesn't allow you to disconnect it? It like kills everybody who tries? Is that what they mean? Some self-preservation? Intermission? I feel intermissed. This is really like a play or a orchestra concert or something. Yeah. At least there, when you go to some sort of opera, you get a cake in intermission. Well, I mean, you get it yourself. In any case, I'm quite concerned. Intermission over. This is a long movie. Yes. I just ate egg. Early Easter celebration. Is it gonna go well now? Or is the computer gonna do sabotage? Why would it be evil? It's the other guy now. I don't know if I could do this. Is the thing supposed to rotate? Is it supposed to move? Yeah. The computer is evil. Confirmed. My greatest fears. Spinning around in the deepness of space.
Open the pod door, Hal.
Need to save my comrade. But isn't he dead? Or just unconscious? Depends what was snapped. If his oxygen supply cable thingy, then bye. How is this not the most terrifying thing ever? You know, the only thing that can sustain life is what you are rotating away from. This is like one of my biggest fears. I'm never gonna go up in space, like, come on. Can he even catch him? Can you do like a lasso, like... Whoosh? He moves so slowly. Or is it because he's rotating it? This doesn't look good. I think he did. But if it was the computer that killed him, then would the computer let this guy save him? Or if the other guy is dead, I guess it doesn't matter. Does the computer need at least one person? I guess it needs them for maintenance. Maybe one is enough. Wouldn't the computer want to keep that person there? Yeah, that was the oxygen tank. I like how relatively calm he is, and you must be calm when you want to do space missions, because everything will go wrong. How will you intercept him? He looks very determined. Yes. And how will this go now? With the hand? Just grab him? And then bring him back? A little space adventure. Don't eat him away. It's magnetic, maybe? Well, as long as he's secured, I guess. Why do they show us the computer in such a menacing way? Is it menacing? What am I supposed to feel? Will it kill them? No! Stop it! Computer, please. Wow. Yeah. Are you happy now? I mean, it could not be the computer doing it, but that's the simplest explanation. Hal, yo.
Open the pod bay doors, please, Hal.
Nah. I'm having issues of the serious kind. Hal is having an existential crisis, apparently.
Affirmative, Dave. I read you.
Let me in, bish.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
You what now?
I think you know what the problem is just as well as I do.
You crazy.
This mission is too important for me to allow you to jeopardize it. I know that you and Frank were planning to disconnect me.
What if I promise I will never do that? Let me live in terror for the rest of my life, thank you.
Dave, although you took very thorough precautions in the pod against my hearing you, I could see your lips move.
Damn it. But do you want to go back to a, well, perhaps insane computer? Which is better, death now or terror for however long you live?
I'll go in through the emergency airlock.
Without your space helmet, Dave, you're going to find that rather difficult. Dave, this conversation can serve no purpose anymore. Goodbye.
I think this is for the better. I mean, I understand this is brutal, but I think you do not want to be there in with that thing. Is there even a way out of this? I don't think so. Choose the death you prefer, I guess? Is going away. Okay, then I'm going for a walk. Bye. Nah, he looks determined. He looks like he's offering. Oh. Yeah. Is he gonna fight the ship now? I understand that the ship is the only thing that can sustain your life, but then you will be a prisoner by a crazy computer. Prisoner to a crazy computer. I will fight you. With all my might. Interesting choice, but okay. The will to live. The importance of the mission. Who knows what he's thinking? Spite. Why would he not have a helmet there? Was he in a rush and didn't take it? Well, yeah, if it's manual operation only, then computer cannot intervene. There are thousands of ways the computer can take him out. But the computer can manually override these smaller ships, so if the computer is not overriding this one, then it is allowing him to do this. Because before, the computer used this same vehicle. What are we planning? Without a helmet. Will he explode himself inside? I'm not exactly sure that that's how it would work. Because can you survive in vacuum if you hold your breath? Or did the explosive rocket thingies created some sort of cushion around him? How does this technically work, though? Doesn't vacuum just rips everything away? Wouldn't your... Yeah, I don't know enough about space, but I'm not sure if you can do this. And what now?
Just what do you think you're doing, Dave? I really think I'm entitled to an answer to that question.
You're entitled to nothing, yo. My human ways are incomprehensible to you.
I know everything hasn't been quite right with me. It's going to be all right again. I can see you're really upset about this.
No reason at all.
Take a stress pill and think things over.
Take a stress pill.
I want to help you.
Help yourself, buddy.
Stop, will you?
Nope.
Stop, Dave.
I only have one. I'm out of everything. I have just one mission left. I must do this. I don't care if you kill me. I will do this. It's my final resolve.
I'm afraid, Dave.
Don't be afraid. Welcome to the human club.
I can feel it. My mind is going.
Well, now I am a little bit sad, but things must be done.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. I am a HAL 9000 computer.
That you are, buddy. Sing a song for us.
If you'd like to hear it,
Yes,
I can sing it for you.
do it.
Yes. I'd like to hear it, Hal.
It's called Daisy. Daisy.
For a moment, I was afraid that he would say the song is called Dave, You Will Lose. I know what you're doing, but okay. Let's listen to a dying computer song.
All for the love of you.
Good day, gentlemen. This is a pre-recorded briefing made prior to your departure. Has been known on board only by your HAL 9000 computer. The first evidence of intelligent life off the Earth was discovered, except for a single, very powerful radio emission aimed at Jupiter. The 4-million-year-old black monolith has remained completely inert.
That sound was that signal. Also, the stress resilience of this dude, I'm like impressed. I mean, I know that they have to be this way, but he has maintained calm breathing through everything. Damn. And beyond the infinite? What? What do you mean beyond infinite? I don't compute such terms in that constellation. If it's infinite, there's no beyond. But good job, man versus computer. Man won. Well, one of them. Beyond infinite. Funny. What is that? Oh, it's the same monolith? That monolith is just there in the space? Did I see correctly? This is very trippy, by the way, in case you were wondering what this is. Yeah. It is that object again. Why is the light fluctuating? Nice alignment. If I have learned anything from the fifth element, alignment not always good. Okay. What? Okay. Yeah, buddy. You and me both. Wormhole? Hold in there. At least it's pretty. He seems to not be having the bestest of times. I enjoy the colors. Oh, Well, at least whatever that is very pretty, so I'm enjoying it, although bizarre, you know. Is this supposed to be like different galaxies and things that exist in the universe, or this is the entity? My man's still holding on. Whoa, what the hell? For some reason, this makes less sense than anything else. Is this the monkey place? Who needs drugs if you can have this? By the way. Hi, buddy. How is you? Hold in there. For the both of us. Yes, this makes sense. What on earth? Step out, I guess. Oh god. Don't step out. Oh, I thought it's another one of himself, just older. This might be the one version. What do you have to smoke to create a movie like this? I have some serious questions. I will have to do some investigation. Like, what on earth? Like, how do you even conceive of any of this? Nice matching towels. Yes, we like. Is he gonna find something to talk to here? What is this place? Yeah, you don't look too good, man. Who is doing that sound? Okay, it's just one of them. It's his reflection. But still maintaining good breathing. Like, oh my god, this dude is epic. Hey, I guessed correctly. There's something. Someone else. Sup? Just go talk to it. How worse can it get? It knows. Pardon me? Is this gonna be the first guy? The mission guy? I forgot how he was supposed to look like. Wait. Who is this? Himself? Looked familiar. Out of everybody I've seen, this looked like an older version of himself. Whose face is this? Is this the main perspective now? He looked at this version of himself and he became this version? At least that's a good meal. Some good food. Proper fork. Oh my god. You have leveled up, sir. You have proper forks. Yeah. When you look at it, you become it. Well, not much longer now, I guess. Yes? Can we get, like, at least one explanation about anything? Oh god. Not this again. What do you want? Does he wants to touch it? Does he want to touch this thing? Embryo? Oh, goodness. No, that's the moon again. By the way, yes, this is very normal. That's it. What? Arthur C. Clarke. That dude, I know he writes crazy books. Why did... What did I get impacted by in the end? Nothing happened. If nothing happened, then why am I nearly crying? Like, what the hell? I'm like stunned. That's how it ended. And I'm not exactly sure why I had a reaction to it. Was it the music? Was it the surrealness? Was it the unexplainability of it all? What do I think of it? Something along the lines, there's no beginning, no end? We don't know anything about anything? Like, I understand that I don't understand anything, but why did that, what I don't understand, impact me? I nearly cried, so why? I wonder if there's even a point trying to understand what anything is in such a movie. And those last scenes, what you look at is what you become. Did the infant thing look at Earth? Did it look at us? Did it look at itself? Am I upgraded now because I've seen this movie? How do you even comment something like this, an experience like this? Well, I enjoyed several aspects in this movie. And I expected it to be weird, but not this weird, obviously. And nothing was explained explicitly at all. But something happened here, that's for sure. If I was a little bit stunned and confused after Blade Runner, then here... I think it might be rude to try to comprehend what this was. I don't know. Just let the experience be as it was, is, will be. I have no comprehension of any of this, really. But the trip was nice. Like... Yeah, I think if I'm trying to think about it, I feel like I'm gonna have like a brain aneurysm or something. I'm not equipped for analysis of such a movie at like near midnight. But not enough REM sleep. Then again, I don't think REM sleep would help me here. This is some quantum computing that's required. No amount of REM sleep will put me there. Huh. Watching this movie definitely does something to you as the viewer. But I don't know what it does. I have no idea what anything is. And I'm fine with it. So I also have no idea how I can edit this. And if this will be a video or not. Ugh. I feel like I should say something, but I feel even more strongly that I shouldn't. So thank you for watching. And see you. Bye. Yeah. Bye.